EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Cleveland. This taken in at the goal line. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
On the ready. Ready.
They will start this drive with 4. And he's
God, Nick Chubb fucking injured. Tell me about it. All right, now.
Down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angles. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
That's how you use your cuts.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play.
Gotta let the computer do that shit.
3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they
run for it?
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said...
2 fucking seconds, Deshaun.
A throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause.
I see you breaking the blitz.
The
incompletion.
That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try down a stand before they're backed up even further.
That should make me better.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 34 this afternoon.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into
I just lost the game because I called timeout for somebody with like 15 seconds left. I wanted to see if we were going to win the game. We went into overtime.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, okay, I got you. So you good, bro.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole.
Oh, yeah.
He's brought down at the 11.
Yeah, it's definitely different for the 4, bro. Just a lot of stuff.
The Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 11. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Tua. And he is caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball is thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
21G. Yeah. Solo left side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Oh, safety, you gotta come up and get that shit. Ain't no fucking way he just threw that shit like that and didn't come up and get that.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now with So we're going to be taken in by the tight end, the Joker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. They go up the middle with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. The Browns keep
Yeah, because it's just different. Yo. I would just me personally, when I throw the ball, I try to go get that shit. I don't let the computer go get that shit because they will get the fuck on and get you a pick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Nah, not all the time though, but majority of the time, especially if you want to make it difficult. Good. Yeah, it's a way you could direct your throw before you throw it.
Charles, it's
like why you wouldn't throw.
Time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just
I ain't mastered that yet. But that's what you could throw it and direct it while you throw it.
Double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that one.
Shit, watch. More times we get the play, you're going to get the hang of it.
So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 56 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
Stepped out, come on.
Off of play action, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And it's all about getting position too. About positioning too.
On the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass that allowed them to disrupt the play.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
Oh, come on.
That's going to be
He could have had that. That was a good catch.
It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation
Hands on
of
the
EA
roller.
Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Hill shedding the tackle. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second down, here's Mostert again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And just shutting him off there. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. On first down, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
Come on, I try to lead me too and all that. Like,
picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. We're still in the 3rd quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And fights through one man. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
For the defense, circling now, 4th down and 7. Tua. That's Tua's running back complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. Here's Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns have just about shown up this football game. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Watson now to throw.
Come on, this shit froze. This shit is really freezing for me, though. Like, this shit is crazy.
By multiple defenders, and it's a
I
loss
Denver
of
just
12.
had a touchdown. This shit just froze for me.
Now Watson.
Look, here it is again.
He's
This
taken
shit crazy.
down.
This shit really just
Huge
keep freezing.
play at this point in the game. The Dolphins
Dude,
gonna
that
take
shit
their
cost me
2nd
2
timeout as they
touchdowns.
get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Browns send out their punter now.
I
As
had
the
a
drive
touchdown
goes
too.
backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That
So
shit
a
was
short
there
drop, and he's
too.
able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Now Hill to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Now Tua.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Throwing Tua.
This shit freezing. What the fuck? Shit, real life keep freezing.
So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Shit,
Just
we
playing
keep
smart
freezing.
football, understanding the
And I can't
situation,
pick up,
making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds